Good afternoon. Welcome to our graduates, their family and friends, school district and literary council members, and to all of those who are here to take part in such a wonderful event. At this time, would you please stand and join us for the singing of the national anthem?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You may be seated. I'd like to lead us today in prayer and thanksgiving as we begin our ceremony this afternoon. If you look at the meaning of the word commencement, it means to start or to begin. Regardless of what brought each student to this program, there's an opportunity today to begin anew and to have a new commencement of life. The road that brought us here today was filled with ups and downs. There were many obstacles that the students overcame that I read about in the projects. What should be a comfort to the students is the fact that when you face those obstacles, there was someone there to help you overcome them. God gives us the strength to climb hills and guides us through the twists and turns of life. I think it's important to remember that God has the end of our story written, but that we're given grace and freedom to choose how we get to the end. At this time, if you would, please bow your head for a moment of prayer. God, we ask for your blessing on each and every graduating student today. May they find what makes them come alive and live that reality. May your blessing be on not only on them, but rather put a blessing on all the lives that they touch in the world. May they see your mercy and expand upon the opportunities you help bring forth to them today. Amen. It is my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Kelly Davis, the Executive Director of the Titusville Regional Literacy Council.
Welcome, honored guests, school board members from Titusville Regional Literacy Council, school administration, Ms. Lane, family, friends, and especially graduates. Wow. Did you ever think we'd get here? I want to tell you how proud and impressed I am of all of you for sitting where you are today. You've had some real hurdles to overcome to make it through this class, but you did. There were issues with transportation, but you got there. You had hard times finding childcare, but you figured it out. Some of you worked more than one job, and you were tired, but you came anyway. There were arguments and breakups and losses that left you feeling empty, things that you thought you could never overcome, but you came anyway. You traveled long distances and came in bad weather. There was pregnancy and birth and a brand new beautiful baby. And you were off a couple of days and you came back. You fought hard to be here, and you should be proud of that. Over the past year, I think I've gotten to know most of you pretty well. I know most of your stories. I know how this came to be your second chance. There was hanging out with the wrong people in high school, bad decisions, a lot of regret. There were battles with your own personal demons. Some people who just couldn't do mornings, so they couldn't get up and go to school. There was anxiety. Some of you might have quit school to go to work or to raise your babies. I know there were people in your past who put you down, who bullied you, said you weren't worth it, said that you couldn't do it, or maybe even that you wouldn't amount to anything. Well, I'm here to tell you that they were very wrong. Now, you can waste your time dwelling on the past and mistakes you've made and the people that said bad things or put you down or did you wrong or did you dirty, those people who didn't believe in you. You can spend your time thinking about that, living in the past, and trying to prove them wrong, because you could do it. But a wise person once said, the only reason to look back is to see how far you've come. It's time to look forward. So I want to do you one better. I want to tell you that I do believe in you. I've heard about your pasts, but I've also heard about your dreams. Over the past year, I've watched you grow and seen your amazing potential. So instead of worrying about proving them wrong, prove me right instead. I've scolded you for language in my class. You know who you are. Told you that you needed to quit smoking. That was a lot of you. Chewed you out, pushed, prodded, tried to get you to take your tests. I've hounded some of you so much you probably got sick of hearing my voice. I've been frustrated, I've been angry, and I've been at the end of my rope. But I've also laughed with you a lot. I've cried with you, I've worried about you, and listened when you needed to talk. I went with you for ice cream, I held your babies, I baked cookies and muffins for you. I stressed out with you over your graduation projects, and even ate Thanksgiving dinner with some of you. So don't think I don't know you. Don't think I don't know what you have inside, because I do. Don't think I haven't seen your potential and know what you're capable of, because I have, and I do. You can do amazing things. Prove me right. I know what you're capable of. I know what you want to do. This isn't the end of the road just because class is over and here you sit in your caps and gowns. I've heard plans of getting a job or taking a higher position where you already work. I've heard plans of going to college or trade school. Do it. I've heard you talk about joining the military, and even though that scares me to death, do it anyway. It's your dream. I've heard you talk about starting your own business. Do it. Some people might think you're crazy. Do it anyway. Who cares? I'm sure you've all heard the words to the song, I hope you never fear the mountains in the distance, never settle for the path of least resistance. Living might be taking chances, but they're worth taking. And when you get the chance to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. There are nurses, cosmetologists, mechanics, business owners, EMTs, firefighters, medical coders, psychology majors, and soldiers all sitting among you tonight. Prove me right. From this moment on, you have the power to make choices that will affect the rest of your lives. I hope you make the right ones. Whatever you do when you leave here tonight or this weekend, I don't care if you're going out to dinner with your family, if you're having some blowout party. I don't care if you're going to camp, sitting around a bonfire, going to the movies to see our ad on the big screen, going someplace to hear Badfish, going to Yankee Lake, or just chilling out at home. I want you to take a few minutes and think about those choices and the chance that you have to make the right ones. I want you to prove me right. Now, I've said that I believe in you, and that's true, but I'm not alone in that. Everyone on this stage believes in you, or they wouldn't be here. All your family and friends that have helped you along the way, who have fought with you, who have given you rides, who have watched your children, and who have pushed and pushed you, they believe in you too. Every person sitting in this gymnasium right now believes in you. If they didn't, they wouldn't waste their time sitting here in a hot gym waiting for you to walk across the stage in a cap and gown. They wouldn't waste their time, so they believe in you. They all know what you're capable of. They all know what's inside. So prove all of us right. Take the next step, whatever that might be. Finish your GEDs, for those of you that still need to. Apply to college. Go to trade school. Talk to your recruiter. Whatever you want to do, do it. Follow your dream. Do amazing things with your life. And for those of us who believe in you, prove us right. I always close with the same words from Les Brown. I bet you're all excited because I said I'm going to close. Here it comes. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Think about that. Among the stars? What a beautiful place to be. Love you guys. Show us all what you're made of. Prove me right. At this time, I'd like to introduce the Honorable Kathy Rapp, our Pennsylvania State Representative.
Thank you, Kelly. Congratulations, parents, students, staff, and to this community. And I thank you for inviting me here today to share in your celebration. A special thank you to Kelly for all the hard work and the dedication in this program, because her dedication is for the students here on this stage. And it is a privilege and an honor to be here to acknowledge your accomplishments in receiving your diplomas tonight. Many of you have struggled through many barriers, as I heard Kelly state, and it has not been an easy road for you, which makes this day even more rewarding. Success is not measured only by your education status, but also how you treat your fellow man and how you deal with challenges in your life. All of you have been motivated to overcome those many barriers in everyday life that face many of us. And you are successful in taking the risk in overcoming those many barriers that you have already faced in your lives. I myself faced many barriers in my own life. I grew up in an impoverished home, but was instilled by my mother with faith in God and belief that He had a plan for my life. My father passed away when I was 13, and I watched my mother struggle to provide for my one sister and myself, the two of her 6 children who were still at home when my father passed away. She always believed in me and inspired me to strive and overcome the challenges in my life and embrace new opportunities. Taking on challenges and overcoming those barriers can, in itself, be an education. As I look over this audience, I am impressed by the fact that all of you chose to better your life and improve your future opportunities. I am certain it is a decision that you will never regret. The importance of getting a quality education is a very serious matter in our society today. It is more important than ever in the age of digital technology. As recipients of this diploma, you have taken a giant step forward. First, you have proven to yourself and to others that you have the ability and the desire to succeed. Second, you have shown that your future is a serious matter, something that you are planning for, not leaving to chance. And third, you have improved your chances to earn a better living. You have not permitted the lack of an education to stand in your way of further educational or career opportunities. You have taken upon yourselves to use the knowledge acquired from firsthand observation, experience, reading, self-directed studies, conversations, and informal discussion to pass this test, a test which measured your knowledge and understanding in being able to acquire this diploma. That's quite an accomplishment. You can be proud of yourselves. You have earned the right to congratulate yourselves, as this diploma is your admission ticket to the great game of life and life's opportunities. Our society remains truly a society of unlimited opportunities, where virtually everyone has the chance to go as far as his or her talents and ambition will carry them. Today, you have taken a major step toward a happier, fuller life. Now you begin the task of expanding your own personal horizons. The future is in your hands. What it brings to you is up to you. You now make the choices that can change your life, your family's life, and make it even better. In conclusion, always remember that education is a continual process. Even as a state lawmaker, I must learn new things each and every day. I never stop adding to my education, and I hope that you will never stop adding to yours. I congratulate you on this very significant achievement and best wishes for your future success. Thank you.
We're missing a couple of people here. So next up on the list is our Family Literacy Coordinator and GED Instructor from Titusville Regional Literacy Council, Ms. Chelsea Lane.
It's incredibly exciting to me to be here tonight celebrating this really amazing group. This will be my 4th adult education graduation ceremony that I've been involved with, and every year I enjoy it more and more. I'm very grateful to be here for the first graduating class that the Titusville Regional Literacy Council has managed, and it's been so amazing to watch these graduates walk in the door looking for a change and now sit here in their cap and gowns having achieved that change. Every year it takes me so long to think about what I want to say, and every year I'm just so full of gratitude towards the students and the people that help them along the way. I hope this graduating class knows how appreciative and how proud we all are of you. I want to thank each of you for all of the hard work that you've put in since day one of entering this program. Over and over again, when challenges came up, you pushed through and made it happen anyway. You rearranged work schedules, stayed late, came in early, even if coming in early for some of you was sometime before noon. You trudged through the weather. Even quadratics and chemical equations couldn't stop you. You should be as proud of yourselves as everyone in this room is of you today. You really have achieved something great. I want to take a moment out to thank friends and families of our graduates. Some people wouldn't be here tonight if it wasn't for all of the things that you've done to push them along the way. Maybe you gave them rides to and from class, gave them the money to pay for their GED, referred them to the program, or just rolled them out of bed to make sure they came to class. Your encouragement and sacrifice has helped these amazing people get a new start. One of my favorite parts of graduation is that I get to see all of our graduates surrounded by all of those that love them the most. Of course, I'm incredibly grateful to the Titusville Regional Literacy Council and to the Titusville Area School District for allowing me to be a part of this ceremony. It is such a unique and wonderful program. Just look at all of these amazing people here tonight. All of them are here because this program believes in second chances. Graduation night really has become my favorite night of the year. This whole room is filled with pride and love and excitement. The same feelings that Kelly and I have for each of you all year as we watch you one by one pass the GED and now walk across the stage. There have been plenty of cheers of excitement and text messages sent back and forth between the two of us celebrating each time one of you passed a section of the GED. Tonight we get to have all of you here together in a room full of your friends and family just to tell you how proud we are of you and how excited we are for your futures. We've already watched you grow and accomplish so much. We can't wait to see what your next steps are. So congratulations and enjoy every moment of what you've accomplished. Thank you.
Since I spend most of my time looking down or looking at students, I haven't really looked around. And I just noticed that a couple of our Crawford County commissioners are here, and I'm welcome. I'm so glad you came. I also noticed that our Pennsylvania State Senator, Michelle Brooks, made an entrance. So if she'd like to come up now, that would be great.
I just personally wanted to make the trip up to congratulate everyone in this gymnasium. Not only the graduates, but the families, the staff that helped you get through these classes, and just the entire support network that just has made this a great day. It is with such pride and admiration that I attend this evening and just say congratulations. These are very, very difficult classes. It's a difficult accomplishment, and I just admire you so much for coming back, persevering, and being dedicated to this achievement. And to thank all of you for helping these graduates accomplish this great milestone. It's my understanding that we have folks here that have traveled from the Newcastle area. That's not an easy trip in January when there's 24 inches of snow. So once again, I would just like to say congratulations on behalf of the residents of the 50th Senatorial District. You have achieved a great thing, and there's wonderful things to come. So enjoy this day. Thank you very much.
Now for everybody's favorite time, we get to hear from our class orators. And the first one we'll hear from is Sabri Amar.
I stand before you today because of choices that were made. The TRLC program chose to make, the TRLC people chose to make a program to help individuals like myself and the rest of you sitting here to have a second chance. People like Kelly Davis, who chose to take time out of their day to help teach us and guide us to get us along the way. My sister-in-law chose to share a post about the program, and I chose to attend it. Without all of these people and choices, I wouldn't be standing here. I'd still be sitting at home without a high school diploma, just another statistic. So don't just be complacent and don't fear the unknown. You didn't know what today was going to bring, but still you got up. You can either make excuses or you can take responsibility for your actions. The choice you make is what defines you. So choose to live by choice and by chance. Make choices, not excuses. Excel and overcome. Have self-esteem and not self-pity, and simply try to do better today than you did yesterday. Thank you.
Our next class speaker is Carrie Yankee. And while she comes up here, I don't know if she'll tell you this, but she and her husband came all the way from Newcastle, right? 3 nights a week to attend this program because it's just such a unique opportunity. Yeah.
Thank you. Good evening, all. As a young girl, I struggled in high school. My focus was everywhere but on school. I attended Votech for cosmetology, where I did start caring about schoolwork. However, like a lot of girls, I got pregnant my senior year. My doctor had me bedridden for most of my pregnancy due to high risk. I did have a tutor which came to my house to help me with all my assignments every day. But I wasn't in cosmetology for 4 hours, which that's what I lost. So I didn't have my hours to graduate. My daughter was born in February, and only a few months left, I was not able to make up all the hours that I had lost being a new mom. Which, being a new single mom and having to work, I had no time to go back to school. So I started work at a nursing home in a dietary department the same summer. It was rough. If it wasn't for my mom helping me with my daughter and getting me back and forth to work, who knows where I would have been. Then 16 months after my daughter was born, I met Jed, my husband, now of 18 years. He took my daughter in just as she was his own. Then 15 months later, we had our son. When I was pregnant with my son, I had to quit working at the nursing home. I then became a stay-at-home mom. I loved it. It was so nice being home with them. It was so busy in those years of staying there. There was no time to go back to school, nor did I even think about going back. Once my son went to first grade, I went back to work. I worked a couple little jobs here and there. I have worked for the same company now for 7 years. And I actually love my job. In January, my husband heard on the radio about a seminar in medical coding and billing. I have always wanted to go to school for medical coding and billing. I was so excited. I attended the seminar. I left the seminar with my first course. And now I am on my 3rd course out of my 5 courses. The school told me that I did not need a high school diploma, nor did I need a GED. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, who's going to hire me without a GED or a high school diploma, even though with the certificate that I have? So it was just then my husband saw in the paper about the TRLC diploma program. I thought, what a great opportunity to get a second chance, even though I'm 38 years old. So we called about the class and started the class the next week. It was hard to schedule around for 3 days a week. Our 16-year-old son had to find rides to and from baseball practice and make his own dinner sometimes. He was very supportive of me. And when I mentioned about the class being too stressful, he reassured me many times to keep going and he will be fine. It was a struggle, and now that it is all over, it was the best decision I have ever made, and I hope my kids are as proud of me for doing this as I am of them for being supportive. And I know they realize how important graduating from school is. Thank you.
Our last class speaker is Jed Yankee.
I quit quit school when I was 17, or I quit school 17 years ago. I've had a lot of time to get my GED. However, I was either lazy, something come up, just never seemed to happen. One day I was reading the Titusville newspaper, and at the bottom of the page, I saw a small article. I read the article, emailed it to my wife, told her this would be an awesome idea. I was shocked when she replied back, we should do it. We live an hour and a half away, so, and the only reason we come up this way is to go to camp. So this idea was more of a wish than a reality. With the requirements and the fact that it started in January, made it a long shot and kind of like a crazy idea. But called Kelly anyway, we scheduled a meeting. When I was sitting in Kelly's office talking to her, I could see in her face that she wasn't sure what to think about us wanting to take the class. I could tell she didn't want to waste our time, her time, in our time or hers. But she signed us up anyway. It wasn't easy. My wife and I had a lot of obstacles, but were motivated and focused. I would have never thought at 35 that I would be able to get a high school diploma. That is what the GED is for. Why would anyone offer or create a program like this or fund to pay for the teachers and the time and the visits when the GED is out there for those who quit? So it only tells you that how much the school district cares about second chances and opportunities for those of us who actually want to get our diploma and not just settle for the GED. And it also says a lot about the district on the priority that they set for the education they put into education. I know I'm very grateful that I've had this opportunity to finish something that I've regretted doing so long ago, and I'm pretty sure that the rest of us up here will feel the same way. Thank you.
Okay, the moment that we've been waiting for. Students, please stand. We'll be joined up front by Mr. Tim Harger, School Board President, Mr. Dwight Proper, School Board Member, at the handing out of diplomas. Students, when I call your name, please enter the stage, receive your diploma, come off the side, and remain standing until all the names are called. Elizabeth A. Acton. Shannon D. Barger. Rachel M. Bernard. Bethany L. Johnson. Chevelle L. Kilgore. Hope A. Knopf. Dawn E. Kunick. Devin D. Malone. Austin W. Marsh. Allison M. Miller. Sabria D. Mott. Casey L. Muir. Tyler E. Rao.
Hey, congratulations. Good luck. Thanks, sir.
Dominic A. Rumsey. Abby L. Staub. It's okay. Ashley N. Titus. Benjamin T. Underhill. Mackenzie N. Westerbeck. Carrie A. Yankee. Jed M. Yankee.
Who's going to do the pronouncement? You sit down.
Good job to all of you. By the power invested in me, by the state of Pennsylvania, and by the directors of the Titusville Area School District, I pronounce you graduates.
I am so very proud of each and every one of you, and it is Titusville Area School District's pleasure, in collaboration with the Titusville Regional Literacy Council, to have this program. You are to be commended. H. Jackson Brown tells us, "The best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today." Steve Jobs advises, "Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know it when you find it." Each and every one of you is to be commended on your achievements this evening and is wished nothing but a lifetime of future successes. Thank you, family and friends of our graduates, for your participation and commitment to our students. Have a wonderful evening.